Hi everyone, John here. I am Vilia's son. Now, just before we get started, I did want to let you know that Vilia recently had a brain tumor removed, and this did affect her vision, so she can't see out of her left peripheral. Now, what this means is sometimes when she's very, passionately speaking about this subject, she'll close her eyes. You might notice that. I just wanted to let you know. She is doing very well. She's spending time with her family in beautiful New Zealand, and we're having a great time with her. So without further ado, here she is.
I was at one of the birthing centres in Auckland, and it occurred to me, here is women supporting women where they can get everything they need. Who would you like to have deliver your baby? We don't have babies every day. This is the most special time in a woman's life, when she's birthing her baby. Do you want to be prodded and C-sectioned and babies pulled out? Because that's what's happening. Even the World Health Organization did a report about the trauma around birth. So let's put that aside. Let's focus on what is possible. Gentle birthing. And in New Zealand, the midwifery is established. A woman can have that option. We don't have that in Fort McMurray. So we have to have, the only way we're going to do it, we're going to have to get our own facility, and then we're going to bring the midwives in, and we need to nurture it so women can have a gentle birth. It was really wonderful. Isn't that what you want? Don't you want a gentle, memorable birth for you and your baby? It is the woman that inspired me to get the whole concept of midwifery and birthing centre being discussed. And it's thanks to these stories that we have come as far as we have. We have a long way to go. We know too much to turn back now. How a woman births stays with her and her baby forever. Did you know that when a woman that has severe Alzheimer's disease, she holds the hands of the child she has given birth to, regardless of her age, she will remember with absolute precision how her birthing experience was. This is so important to know, because it affects not only mom and baby, but the entire community. At the moment, a lot of people don't even know that our Aboriginal women sit out in Janvier and Fort Chip or wherever, and then if there's any challenges, they have to go to a hotel for weeks on end, separated from their children. How stressful is that? That is terrible, to have all that stresses. And they tell me this when I go and see them. They say to them, it's really not nice, because they worry about their children, they worry about their family, and the system is not allowing for them to be with their children. When you fall pregnant, you give birth and you stay with your baby all the time. That's how it's supposed to be. You stay with your family. That's how the cave woman did it. Why are we changing that and causing all those unnecessary stresses for our women? A birthing centre means that these women could come there, they could cook and eat and do whatever they need to do, and they can be with their family. And right now we don't have anything like that, and we're just furthering the stress for these families by separating them. And if you could just hear these stories, and you will see, sometimes medical science has not always got it right. This is another very good example. Why are we doing this to our families? I'd like to challenge everyone sitting in this room. What exactly is evidence-based medicine? What is it? What is it? You hear it all the time. Medical science, evidence-based. Now let's look at it differently. I'm going to change the words. I'm not going to call it evidence-based medicine. I'm going to call it trying to prove nature's got it right. Just like breastfeeding. Breast milk we've known for 100 years and more with the modern science how important it is. And it's the same with birthing. It's exactly the same with birthing. And yet we are adamant to try and prove that nature's got it right. Let's look at it differently. Why don't we empower families and provide the facility they need? Just gentle birthing. It's good for mom and baby, for the community, and for the whole country. Fort McMurray can be a leader in Canada because we have a lot of young families and we should do something about it. But do we have the courage? Do we have the willingness? Do we want to do it? Do we really, really want to make a difference? Or is this too hard? We don't want to get out of that box. We need to be innovative, be gentle, be loving. Can never be too kind. Never. And then we will have an amazing community of love. And there will be so much less anger, because birthing experiences affects your emotions, it affects everything, just like breastfeeding. And if women have a gentle birthing, they will breastfeed. We know just too much to turn back. We really need to provide this facility. Now, it's going to be a challenge. We need lots of money, at least 2 million. But it can be done. If you believe it can be done, then it can be done. Just have to have the courage, the willingness, and the vision, and the desire to make a difference. That is what humanity is all about. Thank you, and I hope you have a great learning day.